another recipe for you. Out walking in the Kentish countryside. A bit overcast today. We're expecting thundery showers, so I'm out early. And a nice log has appeared in a field and a recipe popped up. So I wanted to come and share this one. Massive. I think this recipe's had the biggest impact on my life, and those I work with on a one-to-one, this is what we work on, because I think this is the root of most unhappiness, if not all unhappiness in our lives, and that is getting comfortable or familiar with our emotions we've labelled as painful, uncomfortable, ones we want to avoid. And a massive part of not being comfortable with our own energy of feelings and emotions can come out in displays of people pleasing, fixing, trying to overprotect, trying to navigate possible scenarios in the future to avoid things happening, especially for people we love. Avoiding conflict, not speaking up for what you truly believe in, for being defensive, for not showing who you truly are and being who you truly are. They're all avoidance of your own emotion. So think about it. When somebody you love is in pain and you're in overwhelm around the fact they're in pain, truthfully, really look at your inner energy on that scenario. Of course, we don't like to witness pain. We don't like those we love or anybody to have pain. But our adjustment in who we are and how we act can change when we witness other people in pain. That's the root I'm looking at. Is the root of that adjustment, of that change, because actually you're uncomfortable with your own feelings around their pain. It's triggered a feeling in you which you don't like. That's what you're trying to soothe, that's what you're trying to avoid, that's what you're trying to move away from, because it's uncomfortable and you don't like the uncomfortableness of your own emotions. Imagine if you are able to be comfortable. You may not like, but be comfortable and okay with your not okayness, with deep feelings that make you feel anxious, upset, that just have a physical impact on you. Imagine if that actually became okay. Something that you became curious about, something you were wanting to maybe explore as to where the roots of some of that discomfort comes from. Not in a searching, in a noticing, in a watching way, without blame, without judgment, without detective microscope. Just that's there, that's real. Where does that come from? Holding it, holding your emotion. That's what holding your emotion is, becoming comfortable with it. It's not like, oh, I need to push that under the carpet, or I need to drink or take drugs or have sex or go to any addiction shop, pick up your phone, anything. I've got a long history. I've got a lot of working with people with a lot of emotional difficulties, from very traumatic childhoods, adult lives, incidents, trauma, and it always comes back to the fact that there's a real uncomfortableness in the unfamiliarity of our own emotion. But what if our own emotion becomes familiar? What if, because it's us, it's us, there's no separation. We are us, and then there's our emotion. It's all us, it's a rejection of who we are. And what happens if we just allow a view of that without trying to dodge it and become familiar with it? I tell you what happens. Your relationships improve, because your relationship with yourself becomes very deep. You're willing to be truthful with yourself. Then you're willing to be truthful with other people. People around you feel they can be truthful about who they are in your presence, And actually the discussion around emotions and feelings, without going into stories and fueling this whole fantasy of what did all of this, I'm talking about the emotion, the emotional effect, the pain. It becomes just something that is. It becomes familiar, becomes comfortable. It's not something that needs to be fed. It's not something that needs to be avoided. It's just part of life, because it is part of life. So the recipe, becoming comfortable with your feelings. And you know, I say it's a practice. If you hear that word, a practice is something you do over and over again. It becomes familiar. It's just part of life. It's like brushing your teeth. It's like whatever you do in life. Drink your water, eat your food. It's just, how about if you just checked in with yourself every day, or within a moment of overwhelm, and that became part of your general life, and you became comfortable with your feelings. I guarantee people pleasing will stop. You will allow other people to feel their emotions. It's not our right to take them away. It's their evolution to experience them. You become comfortable with other people's pain. And what I mean by that, it doesn't trigger pain in you. You can be there fully for them in their pain, because you're not triggered into your own pain, which takes you actually not present to witness their pain and support them. So there's a recipe for you. It's stuff I really love to do. If it's a struggle for you, message me. Always here to support. I do beautiful one-to-one work with people. And yeah, always here. Much love. Take care. Bye.